everyone, my name is Venus Enderline,
And I am Maria Jonathan Esther.
and we are from Event One. So now, Mambi will be giving us a task, which is all about NDRs that we should explain and explore. She instructed us to take a look. So now, let's do it.
So, what is NDRRS? The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or NDRRS, formerly known as the National Disaster Coordinating Council, or NDCC, is a working group of various government, non-government, civil sector, and private sector organizations of the government of the Republic of the Philippines established by Republic Act 10121 of 2005. It is administered by the Office of Civil Defense under the Department of National Defense. The council is responsible for ensuring the protection and welfare of the people during disaster or emergencies.
So the second one is, why is it important to have a disaster risk reduction and management law in the Philippines? Because of NDRRS, Philippines is more secure. The act shifted the policy environment and the way the country deals with disaster from mere response to preparedness. For us, not siya when calamity is already in us.
So, how does NDRRS help the community? It provides maximum care, assistance, and services to individuals and families affected by disaster. Implement emergency rehabilitation projects to lessen the impact of disaster and facilitate resumptions of normal social and economic activities. So, what are the roles of NDRRS?
The NDRRS plans and leads the guiding activities in the field of communication, warning signals, emergency, transportation, evacuations, rescue, engineering, health and rehabilitation, public education, and auxiliary services such as firefighting and the police in the country. As we all know, NDRRMC always updating us through text messages if there is calamities happening or impending typhoon.
And also, disaster management is a process of effective preparing for and responding to disasters. It involves strategically organizing resources to lessen the harm the disaster causes. It also involves a systematic approach to managing the responsibilities of disaster prevention, preparedness, response and recovery. So, what does NDRRS
Every home could use an emergency kit. Natural disasters, a fire, a pandemic, or a zombie apocalypse? You never see any of these coming. So it definitely helps to be prepared. Luckily, assembling an emergency kit is easy enough to do with affordable items from the supermarket. Here's what you'll need. First, a first aid kit. A simple one may contain adhesive bandages, a roll of gauze, a pack of antiseptic wipes, small scissors, rubber gloves, a thermometer, and safety pins. If you can, throw in basic medicines like ibuprofen, paracetamol, and antihistamines. Next, personal care items. Stock packets of liquid soap and at least one roll or pack of tissue. Make sure you have protective gear too. Face masks can come in handy in a variety of situations. Then add other practical emergency items like a flashlight with extra batteries, and a whistle in case you ever need to signal for help. One small roll of duct tape is also great to have. Basic tools like eating utensils, a water canteen, a manual can opener, and a bottle opener may also come in handy. Lastly, food and water. Add canned goods depending on your need, but be sure to check the label to make sure it has at least 2 years of shelf life. Then keep at least 1 liter of potable water. And that about covers the basics. Thankfully, all of these items are available at Robinson's Supermarket, which is currently on sale, offering 100 pesos off for a minimum purchase of 2,000 pesos or more with at least 500 pesos worth of participating items. The promo runs until April 30, 2020, so now's a good time to go out and shop to assemble an emergency kit. May you never need it.
There is also disaster response. A disaster response capability for local government means the ability to provide equipment and suitable number of persons using the resources available to effectively manage or help another entity to manage an emergency situation or disaster in the local government area. As we all know, if the typhoon is hitting us already, the local government is already implementing a lot of suitable equipments to provide safety nets to people to rescue them.
Kasi papunta kami ng papunta kami sir ng Marikina Central Fire Station ngayon. Oo.
Ha? Sorry.
Kuha kami ng bangka. Sige. Nasa yung isang rigid. Pero ano ba to? Ano yung magdaanan natin doon? Kasi yung pag-direct-direct niya. May address tayo sa sila.
Next one is the disaster rehabilitation and recovery. The Philippine Disaster Rehabilitation and Recovery Framework builds on the relevant thrust of the three global policy frameworks and integrates key principles that will promote resilience and risk reduction in post-disaster rehabilitation and recovery. Sa part itong rehabilitation and recovery, ito na yung tulong-tulong yung mga tao. It means, after the disaster, the calamities na nag-hit sa lugar natin, ito may tinatawag tayong bayanihan, which is yung tulong-tulong na kapag kaya mo nang tumulong, you're free to help others, to help build again kung ano yung mga nawala sa kanila.
That's so cool!
the contributions in the disaster management of your community. The first one is you can help by sending funds in or crucial supplies. Usually the most effective way to help victims of a natural disaster or emergency is to donate to a disaster relief organization. Second is giving blood. From these simple donations, such as food and water, to medical and psychological care, and more, we can help rebuild and help others get back their normal lives in the make of adversity. Usually, the most effective way to help victims of a natural disaster or emergency is to donate to a disaster relief organization. So maybe we all know what is all about NDRRMC. It is a way to help us to be updated in all hazardous calamities. So that's all.